we are so proud to be part of the VGMA's 20. Thanks to management of Charterhouse and all those who are involved. This is our industry. Let's make it happen any day. So the review is on. This is the countdown to the VGMAs on Saturday. Every day, just make sure you join us. Let us also know your picks for the day. Today, we are doing the Afro Pop Song of the Year. Obviously, you have to understand the definition before we move on. We are doing this. The Afro Pop Song of the Year is the song adjudged by the Academy Board and the general public as the most popular song that is a cross-pollination of music genres. You remember pollination, right? The song must have generated the most excitement during the year under review. So we are going to look at those who were lucky to be nominated in this category, and we will even look at who won in last year's edition, that is the 19th edition. We'll be looking at who won before I'll come to my people, and obviously you are also one of the people I'm expecting you to tell me that, Sammy, dole, this guy will win. Mr. Massive has done latte put out his mock results yet. If it's not put out, let's look for it. So, Afro Pop Song of the Year. The nominees for 2019. King Promise. He gave us Tokyo featuring Wizkid. This isn't part of this. It is Papiko Joe, our own man, Patapa, Mr. Easy, Guilty Beats song. Now let's move on to the next nominee. His name is Kwesi Arthur, and the song is Don't Keep Me Waiting, featuring Kiddy. Enjoy. Song coming from Kwesi Arthur, Don't Keep Me Waiting. Moving forward, we are moving straight to Article 1, and this song is called That Thing, featuring Patapizi. Alright, so Article 1 also qualified for this category. That is the Afro Pop Song of the Year. We're moving on. Wendy Shay with her Uber driver is also here. And the category is looking stiffer already. Wendy Shay, Uber driver. Let's move on to DJ Mike Smith. He was also nominated in the Afro Pop Song of the Year category. And the song here is Yenko, featuring Kwesi Arthur. So DJ Mike Smith, moving forward, this is Miss V. And have you found her now? Everyone is looking for Miss V. This is Come and See My Mother, featuring Yemi Alade from Nigeria. Contender here, Miss V, Come and See My Mother, with Yemi Alade from Nigeria. And finally, Afro Pop Song of the Year nominees, Shatta Wale and the Militants, Fender Fire. Okay, I'll say shatter. Ready and fire, who say one no baga. That means and fire, who say shatter and no song. Or betting the idea the person the ABI, I know you're no lie. So last year, Ebony, the late Ebony, may her soul rest in perfect peace. She won in the Afro Pop Song of the Year category with a song called Sponsor. So this year on Saturday, when everyone has put on the best of clothes, who is going to be going home with the Afro Pop Song of the Year? Once again, the category definition, which reads the Afro Pop Song of the Year is the song adjudged by the Academy Board and the general public as the most popular song that is a cross-pollination. In fact, underline cross-pollination of music genres. The song must have generated the most excitement during the year under review. So you know King Promise is here, Guilty Beats, Kwesi Arthur, Article 1, Wendy Shay, DJ Mike Smith, Miss V, and Shatta Wale. Let me know your pick in this category. Let's do that on Twitter at Xylophone1021, and again give me a mention at Sammy Flex. So we do this together. Chief Charles, you have the chance to do this.
Yeah.
So this is your bet.
Yeah. I think it's an interesting category. The nomenclature. Afro Pop.
The moment you said nomenclature, I not went back. I'm sure you said, oh, DJ Chief Charles. Just say the category name. Nomenclature. Oh.
No.
I'm
making a point.
Okay, make a point, boss.
I'm saying the naming of the category, which is nomenclature.
No, speak radio language.
It's a bit confusing. Sorry.
Yes, I agree.
Cross-pollination. And you made mention of, the fact that we learned this in science, right? Science, where flowers,
falling green,
and so on and so on. So for me, it suggests that this is a category that must have certain ingredients, meaning that there must be a crossing of one genre and the other.
Yes.
2, 3, 4 or more. So that we can name it Afro pop. But the name itself, so they're saying that a cross-pollination of genres. So it could be several. But the name...
No, it can just be two. Maybe a dancehall artist and a rap artist on a song. That's how... No,
Sammy,
it says genres. So it can be dancehall and a rap artist on a song. They will qualify here.
I mean,
cross-pollination.
I'm trying to get down to the definition before.
Get down to it, boss.
So, by the name itself, Afro and pop. Afro pop or Afro has a clear definition, and pop has a clear definition.
You are coming home with a point.
Yes. So Afro has a clear definition. Pop has a clear definition.
Okay.
Pop is a westernized kind of music. It's defined. And Afro obviously is everything that is African. So it could be high life, it could be juju, it could be anything. But it means that it must have Western elements. That is the pop elements. So the question then is, the nominated songs, do they have the elements that, or these elements that we're talking about? And I think most of them do. So first let's look at King Promise and Wizkid. Each strength in the numbers. Will it be able to stand the test of time? This song itself, for me, I mean, it's a song I enjoy. But as regards its strength against the other songs, it's questionable. I think the strongest song here, perhaps, may be Aquaba. Maybe Aquaba.
That's a guilty beat song.
The guilty beat song. Again, what's Miss V's come and see my mother business here? For me, I think it doesn't have business being in the Afro pop category.
Based on your own definition, the one you brought in, then it even qualifies more than most of the songs here.
No,
because you mentioned the African feel.
Come and see my African feel and pop. So there's a concatenation of two things. Well, you can laugh all you want, but you can Google the word or you can look it up.
Now, who is doubting the meaning of the word?
So I don't know why you're laughing.
We are saying use radio-friendly words. Chief Charles Bekuye, that's what concatenation. Book, man. By one writer, David. David Boyce,
Okay.
I missed that book.
What I'm basically saying is
David Boyce is the writer of one broadcast book. I'm sure I have to bring you that book to read.
See, there must be a conjoinment.
I know, it's okay. It's okay. Let's take conjoinment.
So, I'm on Miss V, come and see my mother. For me, it doesn't have any serious pop elements. I think about 99% of that song is Afro or Juju. So I don't see how it finds its way into the Afro pop category. You know, and Shatawale's Thunderfire. Where will you put it? Is it a dancehall song, or you think it has contention in the Afro pop? For me, I think that somewhere, somehow, the board and whoever it is that does the definition and categorization sometimes forces things down our throats. Because for me, there are just about 3 or in fact 4 songs that I think deserves by their nature to be in the Afro pop category.
Can we also do it this way? For instance, if they are talking about a cross-pollination of music genres, say Miss V is a dancehall artist and they go for Yemi Alade, who is doing more Afro-pop. This can also be part of the understanding
it is
that
not
2 artists who are doing different genres of song on one song.
No.
Oh, it is. It can be part of the meaning.
No.
It can't. What about if you have just an artist who hasn't featured anyone? Can he also be an Afro pop song can just
That is
that is where
no.
where the confusion is.
Yeah, so
because you can
I
have
don't
one
think it's
artist. It's not
necessarily
the featurings.
Because
It's the style.
would have a song that's Afro pop, but probably it's just him on the song.
Exactly. So
Would he mix genres?
so
I think
no,
he
let
can.
me
But
no.
none.
So
Both
it is
categories.
not the styles that the individual artists do. It is the style of the song and not necessarily who sang it or who featured. Because again, I also doubt what business Kwesi Arthur, Mike Smith, Yanko. I also doubt what business Yanko has here. I think this one is more hip hop. Yanko is more hip hopish than Afro pop. Yanko Chili, I think it's more hip hopish than Afro pop. So for me, I think that sometimes they force things down our throat because for me, I won't buy on any day, not with the last of my dollar, that Yanko is an Afro pop song. No, I think it's more hip hop than Afro pop.
Your favorite, the one you think will carry the night?
For me, my bias on any day will be Article 1.
Okay.
That thing.
That thing.
You know, that thing should be able to carry the night.
Thank you so much, Chief Charles. I'll be reading your tweet. Who you think will also win? Chief Charles has given us some one or two loopholes in the definition category according to his understanding. Take it like that. Maybe at the right time you also find some one or two people contributing to how they also understand it. And old Mason Levanyo, officer, take over. Afro
Yes.
Pop Song of the Year. Who is your favorite? And again, are you also cool with the category definition?
Yeah, I'm okay with the category definition. Cross-pollination.
Yeah.
You know. So we have Ken Promise, Tokyo featuring Whiskey, Guilty Beats, Aquaba, Kwesi Arthur, Don't Keep Me Waiting, Article 1, That Thing featuring Patapa, Wendy Shea, Uber Driver, DJ Mike Smith featuring Kwesi Arthur, Yemko, Miss V, Come and See My Mother featuring Yemi Alade, and Shatawale Thunder Fire featuring Militants. I think it's between Aquaba, Thunder Fire, and That Thing. Any of these three would be okay for me. But highly, I think Aquaba stands, a greater chance of being nominated or being voted for as the most popular Afro pop song of the year. Because it's looking at the one that generated the most excitement in the year under review. And if you look at how far Aquaba has gone, you would definitely not be surprised if it's voted for as the most popular Afro pop song of the year, because it's crossed boundaries outside Africa, and it's easy for people to jump to. And I think one of the things that made it so huge was the dance that came with it, the cartoon, they used to push it, so it became something that folks were jamming to. Once you do that dance, the song must come with it. Once you hear the song, the dance must follow. And they had a lot of viral videos to that effect. It had a lot of reviews from people. And so if you talk about excitement, viral videos of that song generated a lot of excitement. And the fact that it's cross boundaries also means that popularity is huge for that song. Now, Militants, Tender Fire, I think is one of their major big songs when they got signed. I stand to be corrected anyway, but I think it's one of their major hit songs when they got signed. So it brought some vibe around it and some buzz around it. And everybody was looking at what they could do. And fortunately for them, they had this big song, Tender Fire, and it caught on. I think the very time they dropped it, it became an instant hit. And then the video followed up and even took it a notch higher. Now that thing, Patapa and Article 1, this song was released when Patapa was still the toast of the people. Apart from his one corner dance, I think the next big thing he did that made a lot of meaning would be That Thing. And Article 1 had also had hits before this one. So putting Article 1 and Patapa together, especially when Patapa was still at the peak of his career in terms of popularity, excitement and everything, the song really traveled. Even as we speak, if you drop That Thing, it's one of the songs that people easily
very true.
jump along with. And so these three songs, aside from Miss V's Come and See My Mother, an okay hit. Folks know the song, but if you're talking excitement, it won't come close to Tender Fire or Aquaba. Again, Yanko it circulates more amongst the youth, you know, than when you talk about folks like Chief Charles and his elder brothers. You know, so Yanko is very popular on the streets. And then Uber Driver, beautiful song, big song, but comparatively, it won't come close to Akwaba or Tender Fire. Don't Keep Me Waiting. Yeah, fairly, no, it's big as compared to Tokyo. I think Don't Keep Me Waiting is even bigger. Tokyo is the weakest link in there.
I see.
Yes, Tokyo. So the three, Akwaba, Tender Fire, or Article Ones, that thing, any of them could come tops.
Alright, thank you so much, Arnold Mesa Elevano, for that one. Tomorrow, we'll be giving you one. But then on Saturday, watch out for more surprises. Who is it likely to be? Is it likely to be the choices made by my panel members here? And I'm sure maybe Dan Latte put his thing out. DJ Stanzi Odeneho just sent me something where they went for Guilty Beats, that is Akwaba featuring Mr. Easy, Papi Kojo and Patapa. So it is looking like the favorite among the nominees is likely to be Guilty Beats. Let's see what happens on Saturday.